Hey guys, how you all doing today? My name is Franchise Fanatic and welcome back to the channel. And today what I have for you guys is a little bit of an update video. If you saw my last video, which I posted yesterday, I reviewed Rage 2, the video game. If you haven't seen it, spoiler alert, I really love it. But I also, if you saw the title, I also kind of mentioned why the game is lacking one key feature and what the biggest problem with Rage 2 is. And it's not the spawning or the glitches, which I haven't run into any. I haven't run into any lag, nothing. It's been a flawless experience for me on the original Xbox One. So again, if you haven't seen that unboxing and review, please check it out. And I'm also going to be posting a Rage game series tribute very soon, which will be Rage 1 and Rage 2 in one video. I think you guys are really going to like it. But today we're talking about Rage 2 and the enemy respawning. Now, I have a huge problem with this, and if you, like I said in the other video, if you go on Reddit, if you go on Twitter, any kind of media outlet for Rage 2, you will see plenty of people getting mad and saying, oh, you know, we need enemies to respawn. This is what we need this, you know, because, and I even said this, it doesn't make any sense why they wouldn't have this, because when Tim Willits or Wilds, whatever, one of the game directors on Rage 2, he literally said in one of the interviews, the whole reason why Rage 2 has this huge open world is so that when you finish the campaign, which doesn't take very long, you have an end game, no pun intended, you have something to go back to. You know, you always have something to do, but yeah, okay, you do, right? You have the missions, you have the enemy camps, and you have the leaderboards, and you just have the exploration factor, but when you clear out a base, you know, they don't respawn, so it's like, why? You know, plus you get all these cool powers and all these weapons. You're basically the most badassery of the wasteland, but you have no enemies to take on, you know what I mean? So you're essentially just shooting the air, or the occasional bandits that pop out, you know, on the side of the road. But there is a silver lining to that dark cloud, because if you go over to the Rage 2 Twitter account, which I was just, you know, messing around on my Twitter, by the way, follow me at Franchise Fanatic, I was reading Rage 2's, and it says here, we're looking at addressing respawning camps. Stay tuned. And then they say something about the Rage 2 challenge time, and you don't have to do the enemy camps and all that. So, but this is great news because it shows that the company is listening. It's taking a while, but they're listening, and I get it. Rage 2's only been out for about a week and a half now, but still, this is something that they should have had in the game day one, because again, when you're dealing with an open world game, especially something like Rage 2, you want longevity. You want to keep going back to that game and that world long after you've completed everything, whether that be the missions or the campaign or the collectibles or, you know, whatever you're doing. So this is great, you know, because, like I'm saying, Just Cause 4 is made by the same team, Avalanche, right? And I know Rage 2 is made by id Software, Avalanche Studios, Bethesda, probably a million other people. But really, Avalanche Studios is the bulk of the open world making and the chaos building. And if people were also not aware, I kind of mentioned this in my video yesterday when I talked about my review for Rage 2. Just Cause 4, great game. You know, it's definitely improving. It's not as bad as what No Man's Sky was. That kind of improved greatly, but Just Cause 4 really was in kind of a crappy spot, and it's not shit anymore. It's actually really good. So if you're worried about buying Just Cause 4, I wouldn't. It's really worth your money. But they updated the game to essentially allow more enemies of the Black Hand, whether that be jets or fighter pilots or helicopters or even just foot soldiers, to be in the world of Solis. So instead of just before, you know, shooting one bad guy and then they go, okay, we lost him. Now they actually do a lot more to pursue you, which is really cool. So they were listening. And it seems like Avalanche Studios is listening again with Rage 2, and that's really good. That's something that I'm very happy about, because, again, it needs it. It desperately needs it. And I'm glad that a lot of people are bringing up that, you know, this point like me. I mean, you can see all these people on Twitter. I'm not really going to show any of their Twitter handles with what you see here, but, you know, a bunch of people are like, oh, respawning enemy outposts is great. So I don't know when this update is going to happen. I'm assuming the end of this month, May, or maybe early June. It's not just going to be an update for, you know, addressing respawning camps. It's going to be probably some fixes here and there. I did run into a little bit of a glitch with Dr. Kvasir. I couldn't start a mission, although I think I was holding the assault rifle and I equipped the shotgun and it worked. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Not a big glitch for me. It was, you know, I fixed it in like a second just by equipping a shotgun, so big deal. But they'll probably patch that. They'll probably patch a few of the audio issues. But what I'm looking forward to is the respawning camps. And again, we don't know when it's dropping, presumably pretty soon because they're talking about it, so it's not going to be, you know, a really long time. Plus, also add to the fact that it's just, I don't know, I'm really happy that they're doing this because it shows that they're caring. So hopefully, you know, I don't know, again, it's just going to be like Far Cry where you go to the options and you reset all of them at the same time, or do they just, like, you know, fluidly respawn? That's what I would like. Like, I want to take over a base and then leave and then come back a little while later and then they're just all back. That's what I want. I don't want to go into the options menu, but if we have to, we have to. You know, I mean, I'm not in charge of that, but we'll have to see for sure. But this should be coming pretty soon, and it looks like they are. It says right here, we're looking at addressing respawning camps. Stay tuned. So that's the big news for today. It's not a very long video, sorry about that, but I had to get that out there because that's a big part of why I don't like Rage 2, is because that longevity factor isn't really there. But hopefully once these guys patch this, it will, and it will hopefully fix a lot of the issues I have with the game. Too, glitch-wise, I didn't really run into any, but for a lot of people, I can see that being an issue. But again, like I said in my review, once you add respawning enemy camps, the game is infinitely more fun. And it'll never get old because you can always do stuff. So anyway, guys, that's it for today's video. I just wanted to kind of, you know, let you guys know what's happening with Rage 2 and the whole respawning camp situation. Just to let you know that they are looking into it and they will tell us soon, hopefully within the next patch. So thank you guys. Make sure to tell me in the comment section below what you think about this, and are you happy that they're addressing this, or are you not happy? I don't really know why you wouldn't be happy, but if you're not happy, tell me. And yeah, again, let's get a conversation starting in the comment section below. I will respond to all of you. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.